Hello guys, welcome to my C Sharp beginners tutorial. Today is part 8. Today we are going to learn about object-oriented programming concept. In shorter versions we are calling like OOP. Let's check what are these OOP concepts and how we can use this in C Sharp. So here we are calling two things. I'll remove this one. This is OOP. There are I need I need this, so I'll take another box. First one is there are two words you need to learn when we are talking about the OP. First one is class. Okay, other one is objects. Okay, perfect. So first of all, we need to understand what is the class and what is the object. So in the here we are learning about object oriented programming. That means it's based on objects. So here we are telling guys how class become an object. Like what is the connection between these two? So we are telling when you are creating an instance using a class, it becomes an object. Okay, creating a instance. I'll say create a instance. Okay, I can use another tools, but I hope this one is very familiar to everyone. So I'm writing these things. Don't worry about these words I'm writing. So when you create the instance of a class, it becomes an object. So I'll take a small example and explain to you in very simple way. You guys thinking like why I'm taking that much of examples, like because after doing so many codings with copy paste you and using AI technologies, GitHub, likewise things, I figure it out for any work, like for any work, foundation should be strong and perfect. If we cheat on the foundation of the big building, think about like a building, one day it will fall down. So same as the coding, the foundation should be strong. That's why I'm explaining these things in very simple way, so anybody can understand, and anybody can follow up this course. So hope you understand this is small thing. So after creating an instance of a class, it becomes an object. Perfect. Okay, I'll take an example to explain this one. We'll reduce the size and oops, we'll move this one here. Okay, perfect. So I'll maximize now. We'll find okay, we can find now it is okay. I'm taking an example to explain here. This is the class. Okay, so I'm naming this class as plan of a house. Okay, this is the this is my class. Okay, my class, write it down, class. Okay, perfect. So I'm creating the instance. Okay, here I'm creating one instance. I'm creating house one. Okay, take another one. House one here, house two. This is house two. Okay, perfect. We'll reduce the size of this one, don't need that much. Okay, we need some space in here. Okay, so now think about like I'm creating an instance. After creating the instance of the plan of a house, I'm taking house 1. So same as here, I'm creating another instance. This one is I'm calling house 2. So you can create as much as you want instances from a one class. So that's like you can create any number of things. So keep it that mind. There's no limit for that one. So here we are calling, we can uh, create any number of like infinity number of instances. So we are calling a class called blueprint. We are calling class as a blueprint. Blueprint. Perfect. The class is a blueprint. Okay, so you can create as much as you want number of instances, like that's mean object. Okay, perfect. So what do you think, like is there any difference between the house 1 and the house 2? So there can be some differences, but same as the blueprint. That means if this have this plan, in the plan, think about like you're having two doors, two doors, doors. Here also should have two doors. Okay, and we are telling like 10 windows. I'll call it at win. Here also 10 windows. We can't change these things. Okay, what about the house 2? Same. This is same. Okay, we can't paste this on. All right, two doors. Okay, windows also same. So think about like in the plan there are two bathrooms. House 1 also having two bathrooms. Here also two bathrooms. Think about like uh, one living room here, house 1, and the house 2 also having one living. But the thing is, we can change something like door. We can use wood for the door. The house 1. Here we can use aluminium. Okay, so windows I'm using fiber here. Here I'm using wood. Likewise, those can be changed, but initially the two doors, 10 windows, one kitchen, likewise things, we can't change those things. So you need to keep that in mind. Okay, I'll revise this again. So this is the class. Class means it's the blueprint. Using the blueprint, you can create as much as you want uh, instances. That means objects. Infinite number of objects you can create. The difference is instance mean the same as the class. Idea of the instance means same as the class. So likewise two doors, the house also two doors. Oh my god, sorry for the interruption, my dog is barking. So let's focus on our business. So likewise, so hope you understand the basic of the class and the objects in here. I draw a small ugly diagram, but I think it's doing the job for it. So hope you understand this thing. Okay, let's focus on what is the object in here. So here we learn about the classes. So we'll learn about objects now. I'm moving this one further. So think about, like, before I teach you, think about, like, uh, what can be the object. So I'll give some time. So according to your knowledge, you can think like, what's an object? So I'll give 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Object is kind of like, first I'll tell the example. I'll use apple. 1. I'll take another. I'll take table. Table. I'll take another example. Bowl. So according to these objects I create, what you can tell, like, what are the behaviors of those things? Think with your knowledge. What are the behaviors of these apple, table, bowl? There are some common things in here. Okay, think. I'll give 5 seconds again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. These are physical objects, right? We can see and we can touch. So these are physical objects. So these objects, when you are taken to the software world, we represent using classes. So we can arrange these as like this. These also classes. So I'll put here class. So all of these are classes. The real time world. Okay, these are classes. Perfect. So are there these are the only things? No, right? These are not the only thing. So I'll take to here table. These are physical objects. Okay, so is that all the objects are physical? No, right? So when you think about sorry, think about there are some another classes we can in the find in the environment. So we are telling like those kind of things. We are telling bank accounts, maybe bank account. So I told you earlier, the objects are like we can see and touch. These are physical objects. So this one is we are calling virtual object. These also can be there. Okay, so keep it in mind. Okay, perfect. So we are having physical objects as well as virtual objects. So all of these objects, that means the blueprint of the class, having the same common thing. Not the same, there are common things. So what are these common things? We'll check. We are telling like these are properties. We are calling this as properties. Property. What are these properties? What is meant by property? Properties means belongings to the class. Belongings. So another word. What are the belongings to the class? According to the knowledge, can you tell me what are the belongings to the apple class? Apple class, what are the belongings? when you check Apple, what are the things belong to Apple? I'll write it down. Same time you can guess also. We can say color. Color. Color is a belong. There are red apples, green apples, likewise. Another one. Another one we can use size. Yeah, I hope you guess correctly. Size. Then think about, I gave the example. Think about for the table. What are the properties of a table? The properties of apple is color. We can say the color, the size. Okay, property of a table. We can say what are the things? We can say legs. Perfect. What else? Height. Yeah, we can use that one. Width also. Perfect. So you can guess for the bowl. What are the properties for the bowl? Size. Here also we can use size. Color, obviously. Okay, likewise. So apple, table, and bowl. I'll give some time to think about for bank account. Okay, 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, for this one, I'm using one. We can say bank account number. Perfect. I'm using ACC number. Okay, so these are properties. Okay, so in the bank account, there can be an account number. Apple, color, size, these are properties. I will duplicate this one. This one is a property. Property. This one also property. These are properties. Here also. So these are the properties in these classes. So what are the actions? Like what are methods? Think about like what are methods in the class. So methods is like what are the things we can do from these classes. So think about like apple. What we can do? We can eat, right? Table. What we can do? We can write in the table. We also can sit or we can sleep at least sometimes. I also did. Likewise, ball, we can throw the ball, we can hit the ball. So these are the actions. So think about for the bank account, what are the actions that can take? For example, like when you're going to the bank, you can withdraw some money. That's the action. So you can deposit some money. That's the action. So from your account, you can take a small loan. That's the action. So these kind of actions we are calling what to use. I'll use this one. We call methods. Okay. Hope you understand this figure. Okay. I'll keep like this. I'll take a duplicate one. These are properties. These are methods. So what are the methods of the bank account? Duplicate this one. We can withdraw. We can withdraw one. I'll duplicate again. We can deposit. Okay, so I'll keep them here. Dashes, I'll use dashes. Likewise, these are methods. So for Apple, we can use eat. For table, what we can use for writing. Yeah, that's okay. Right. Ball, we can use for throw the ball. Throw. Likewise. Okay. Hope you understand this figure. So basically, class is a blueprint. So when you create in the instances, likewise, I create 1, 2, 3, 4 instances. These are calling, we are calling object. In the real world, these objects we can use as a classes also, because same as a class. No? So that's why we are using. So in the Apple class, there are properties. Properties means the belongings to that class. What are the belongings? The color and the size. So those are properties. What we can do from Apple, we can eat. That's a method. Here, likewise. For table, same. Writing we can use. That's the action. So that's is a method. So what are the things belongs to the table? Legs, height, width, those things. Those are properties. Same as the board. Same to the account, bank account also. So hope you understand this basic. As I told you earlier, you need to understand the basic very properly. Then only you can go to the higher level. So complex codings, those kind of things you can do once you completed the foundation and the beginners level perfectly. So we are going to discuss about these things further in the coming video. We are using the C sharp, and we are creating some methods, creating some properties, and we are doing some stuffs in there. So it's very important. Keep in touch. So until we meet again, happy coding.